You know, I'm thinking that it might be a good idea for me to spread out the recording of some of these videos throughout the week. That way I don't have to do a massive workload of myself on Friday. Yeah, I think I'll start doing that. Yeah, Monday I will start recording things that'll make it into the final video. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I forgot to record videos. Crap! Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's hastily recorded video on tabletop games. Yay! Hastily recorded because I are dumb. Anyways, the idea this week was to talk about running the game. Now, I'm going to be honest, there is a better resource than my face talking to you to talk about whether this is a good idea or not. I am, of course, referring to one Matt Colville, whose videos I will be linking in the doobly-doo down below. So be sure to follow him, and he will give you a step-by-step instruction on running the game and all kinds of other things. His channel's great. I'm just gonna plug him. Just go check him out. Yeah. But let me at least give you guys the too long didn't watch version. So here's the basic thing: is if you are wanting to play tabletop role-playing games, you should be prepared to run the game, if only because you might have to. Now from there I can go into more detail and talk about why this might be a common occurrence and whatnot, but I think I could get pretty rambly and a little off topic if I go down that route. So instead, let me just give you a little proverb that a lot of people learn the hard way, which is, if everyone wants to just play D&D, no one's going to be able to run D&D. And that's why I say, if you're at all curious about playing, you should look into running. We don't have enough DMs out there. We need people to actually step up and be the guy. Plus, usually players like to reward you with the last slice of pizza, and that's always a good thing. To that end, I guess I should explain what running the game actually means. And at its core, that means being the impartial referee in the world of fantasy that you're running for all your players, and making sure that whenever decisions with the rules come up, that you can make a decision and keep the story moving forward. That's all that the Dungeon Master, Game Master, or whatever system you are playing does. Just reacts to a lot of people at the table. At my game table in particular, I usually just throw some sort of puzzle or something at the players and then ask them, what do you do? And then I figure out what they're trying to do and how that should react. Sounds kind of boring when I put it like that. But the secret is to come up with things that your players want to interact with. And there's no hard and fast lesson I can give you on that. You kind of just learn how to do this as you start playing. So again, back to the beginning, if you're at all curious, you should think about running the game, because getting that experience in is the difference. You can't get better at this without trying. I think this is about as close to a lesson as I've ever gotten. So you might be asking, well, what if I don't feel like I'm ready to be a DM? Well, I mean, there is a serious concern there. The best thing I can tell you, though, is probably some advice I gave on Facebook a few days ago. The advice in question was in response to a simple question of, how did you get started being a DM? And I gave a 7-step response, which we're going to go through right now. Step 1, invite your friends for D&D. Step 2, realize that no one wants to DM. Step 3, panic. Step 4, reluctantly set up your DM screen and place your notebook and Dungeon Master's Guide behind it. Step 5, your notebook is empty. Make up everything. Step 6, make it seem like everything was planned all along. And step 7, arguably the most important step of all, have fun. Do all that and repeat all your steps as necessary next week, and you will have a good time. Yes, I do mean all of the steps, including the part where you invite your friends and realize no one wants to DM. It adds to this joke is going nowhere. Well, I think I've covered the topic for now. I can go into more detail in future videos about what it takes to actually run the game, but for now, I think I just wanted to prime everybody on the idea that it doesn't have to be someone else's job. If tabletop games are something that you are interested in, you should get prepared to deal with the realization that you might have to run the game for other people, because you can't assume everyone else would want to, or even that anyone else would want to. Which does lead into the oldest of Dungeons & Dragons adages. No D&D is better than bad D&D. What does that mean? Well, it means that if nobody's having fun, stop playing. That's what it means to be the Dungeon Master, to be the Game Master, to be whoever's running the show. You are the arbiter of fun. Your job, then, is to make sure that everyone else has fun. And in doing so, you will have fun. Or not. Maybe it's not your calling, but you won't really know unless you try. And everyone has it in them to tell a good story or to run a game. It's not hard. I literally got good at it. Humble brag. Got good at it by just trying and listening to feedback. Which leads to the best kept secret I ever do, which is at the end of every session, I ask the players, did you guys have fun? What'd you like about it? Which is a perfect segue into, well, if you like this video, give that like button a press, and also be sure to leave a comment to tell me what you liked. Also tell me what you didn't like, because maybe I could try to do less of that in the future. I won't know what I'm doing wrong unless you tell me. Help me out with this. Please. So next week, well, I could tell you what I'm going to do, but I think that dissuades some of you guys from giving your input. Maybe. I think I'm going to leave it a surprise this time. Which, by the way, if you guys have any good ideas for anything you want to see, leave a comment. Message me directly. Do whatever you feel is necessary to see the topic you want, because I am going to run out of ideas eventually, and I could use some help. For now, though, well, next week's topic is going to be a surprise. Just look forward to it, and I do promise to start filming before Friday. Anyways, see you guys later.